this, let's get some analysis from Glen Grant. He's a retired lieutenant colonel in the British Armed Forces and now a defence consultant at the Baltic Security Foundation, who joins me now live from Latvia's capital, Riga. Welcome to you. So, President Putin has made a very important speech, 2 hour long. I just want to pick up on this point, him announcing that Moscow would no longer participate in the nuclear arms reduction talks. What do you read into that?
Actually, not so much about the actual activity, because I think that he was going to do that anyway. And basically, they've not been supporting this properly for quite a long time. But I think that we're at a stage now where Putin is looking for anything that he can to show that the country is actually doing well, because I mean, if you look at the faces of people, I mean, it's pretty obvious that a lot of them are not exactly following with enthusiasm what Putin is saying, and at the moment he's in this sort of, but he's been telling them black is white and white is black for so long that now some of them must be wondering, you know, actually what actually is the truth.
And a year in, do they question that? How much do they know? You know, how long can that keep going, calling, as you say, black, white, white, black?
That's a very good question, because I mean, when you actually see stuff on television, then you could be convinced that actually half the people that they speak to actually want to kill and destroy the West even more than Putin does. So there's a lot of people there that are like this. But then you have to remember that a lot of the oligarchs have got their children in the West, have got money based in the West. Some have got houses and flats in the West. And the more intelligent ones must be wondering now, after a year, and nothing has basically changed dramatically except that chunk that they captured in the south, what's going to be next?
And one of the points that he said, Vladimir Putin, there in his address was, you know, he promised to respond if long-range weapon systems are sent to Ukraine. What do you read into that word, respond?
Well, I think there's two parts to that question. I mean, the first part is that he's obviously threatening, straightforward, that you should not give long-range weapons. And that there are people in the White House who clearly are still worried about this. I mean, the respond bit is a hint that they will do something like tactical nuclear weapons.
Really,
but,
again, just that is said very quickly. I just want to catch that there and for clarity. Respond could mean tactical nuclear weapons or not?
No, respond. He is trying to make people believe
that, okay,
that they will use tactical nuclear weapons. But he's been doing that since the beginning of since 24th of February last year, and nothing has happened. And I think there are too many people around him who would say that this is one step too far, because it is one step too far.
Indeed. And the message today, the speech he gave, who do you think he was targeting that at? Was it his domestic audience, an international audience, both?
I think most of it was domestic, you know, because it was the normal the normal sort of line of lies, one after the other, just building up that, you know, this is what America's doing, because he knows that if he needs to go to mobilization again, he has got to convince the public that it is the West and America and NATO that are actually attacking Russia, not the reverse. And so the majority of his message was key stories building up that line, that we are under desperate attack and the survival of Russia is at stake. You must help me.
Indeed. Glen, thank you very much indeed. Really great to get your thoughts right now. And thank you for your time speaking to us today. Thank you so much. Glen Grant there speaking to us from Riga.